Hey, Tony here, and welcome to this Mintware dashboard tutorial. And this time we're going to look at integrating Zapier into your dashboard. So Zapier is a little bit different in that the tasks that are available within Zapier work on specific applications within the Coachware suite, not all of them, but I'll talk to you more about that as we go through. So I'm assuming that you have a Zapier account already and set up. If not, then you need to go to Zapier and log in and create one. But I'm assuming that you already have that. So we go up to the menu on the dashboard. We click menu, drop down to app integrations. Then we come across the top here and we select miscellaneous integrations. And we come down to Zapier and it says get invited to Zapier. So we click the blue button and that's going to bring us over to the Zapier screen. So now we're in Zapier. We want to move down and you can see that we have an option to connect Mintware. As I said, Zapier is slightly different in that it has predefined actions. So we have 6 triggers. Now, what a trigger is when something happens in Mintware, it will trigger another action that we have set up in Zapier. And the triggers are: new user joins your course. Now, what that means is every time somebody joins a course in your school, if we set up this trigger, we can tell Zapier to do something else. And we'll come on to that in a moment. The next trigger is inside Mintware, if somebody signs up to your school, we could tell Zapier to do something. Or if a new lead is added anywhere in any of the Mintware apps, we could tell Zapier to do something. Or if a new transaction is completed in Zcart, or if a transaction fails in Zcart, we can tell Zapier to do something. And then finally we've got the course complete option. So when somebody completes a course, we could tell Zapier to do something. So we have 3 Coach Zippy actions: new user, new sign up, course complete. We have 2 Zcart triggers, which is new transaction and transaction failed. And we have a general trigger which applies across all of our applications, and that's new lead. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come down to the blue Connect to Mintware button and click that. We now have the option to choose an app and an event or trigger. So we've already chosen the app, it's Mintware. And if you expand here, you can see that we've got those 6 triggers or events. So I'm going to say in Mintware, whenever a new lead is generated, I want it to do something. So I'm going to select new lead and press continue. Now it's going to ask me to sign into Mintware from within Zapier. So I click sign into Mintware. And it's going to say that you need an API key to sign in. So we come back over to our Mintware dashboard. We come back to the menu, click on menu. We come down to webhooks and tokens. Click on webhooks and tokens. That's now generated an API token. You highlight and copy that token. Come back to Zapier. Sign into Mintware. And then you're going to paste that API key in here and say yes, continue. So that has now integrated Mintware and Zapier together. So I'm going to continue. Now I haven't actually told it what to do yet, so there's no point testing the trigger. Let's just come up here while I remember and give this a name. Let's call it new Mintware lead. So now that I've got my trigger, so basically when somebody comes into Mintware and when a new lead is generated in Mintware, I now want them to do something. So I'm going to come over here and edit this. and I want them to do something. So it could be, for instance, that I want Zapier to take that lead out of Mintware and put it into my autoresponder. So for example, if I had get response, and there we are, I've just typed get and immediately it's brought up get response. I could click on get response and then go through the process of integrating that. I'm not going to go through lots of different processes. If you've got a tool like get response and you know how to use Zapier, then look at how to integrate your tool with Zapier and with Mintware. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, for instance, use a Google Sheet. So I'm going to say, when this new lead is triggered in Mintware, I want Zapier to go to Google Sheets and it can create a row in an existing sheet. It can do all sorts of bits and pieces. But what I want it to do is, for the example of this, I want it to create a new worksheet inside a spreadsheet. So I click worksheet and then it's going to ask me what worksheet I want it to, or what file I want it to use. So to do that, I'm going to need to sign into Google Sheets. So I click this and it's wanting me to now allow. So I can allow that. So now it's looking at my Google Sheets inside Mintware. So I would press continue. Now there will be different processes for different apps that you're integrating with, but here now we would go through, fill in all of these options. So the spreadsheet value, I'm just going to choose this one for example, and title, let's just call it name. So I'm not going to fill everything in, I'm going to continue. Now, it will often tell you that you've missed a step, which is fine. So it gives you the option to go back here and edit it. So I'm going to edit here, and it's asking me to test the trigger. That's the step that I was missing. I'm going to skip the test just for now. So continue. So that's it. Complete. Every time there's a new contact that's generated inside of Mintware, Zapier will recognize that and will add a worksheet to this Google spreadsheet of mine. So that's it. I hope that was useful, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye now.